This is Rachel from XPRO Elementor Addons. Websites vary in size and design, but one thing they all need is clear navigation. Today, I'm going to show you how to display your navigation menu in a compact way using the Elementor Hamburger Menu Widget by XPRO. The Hamburger Menu Widget typically hides your menu behind the classic three-line icon. Click on it and the menu pops up. It's a popular choice for mobile devices, saving valuable space. On desktop, it is preferred by designers and developers when they have too many links to fit neatly on the navigation bar. So they use it to ensure tidy and organized layout. Whether it's browsing clothing categories on WooCommerce websites or exploring news, accessing various Google services, or displaying widgets on your websites, the possibilities are endless. To use this widget, you need to buy and activate the Pro version of XPRO Elementor. You can find detailed video on our YouTube channel. Now let's get started. On this website, I have added the Hamburger menu for easy navigation. Just tap the three-line icon to see all the menu options, keeping the design clean and making it simple to explore products. It's user-friendly on both desktops and mobile. Pretty cool, right? Now for the fun part. We are going to delete this Hamburger menu and create it again from scratch. In the search panel, look for the Advanced Hamburger widget by XPRO and simply drag and drop it onto your template. You have got the default view of Hamburger widget. Now let's add some personal taste to it. Head over to the Content tab and you will find the General section. Here you will see the layout options. From its drop-down menu, you can select from 7 different and amazing layouts to display your menu. When users click on the icon, the menu will appear just the way you want. Simply click on that layout that catches your eye. Personally, I love this slide, right? So selecting it. Next is the source option. Here you can go for template option where you can import a menu you've already created by typing the name. The other option is dynamic where you can easily design a hamburger menu by simply dragging and dropping the widget. I'm going for the dynamic option. So before diving deep into the general section, let's first create the menu for the hamburger widget. By clicking on the toggle button, a slide with the option, click the added icon to add content will be displayed. By clicking on it, you will be taken to the widget area where you can add widgets to the hamburger menu. I'm going to drop the vertical menu, social icons, and heading widget by XPRO. Quickly customizing it. You can find the detailed videos on this widget on our YouTube channel, so make sure to give it a go. And now click on the publish. The menu is created, but don't worry about its look just yet. The magic of styling comes later. For now, let's jump back to the general settings. The next thing waiting for us is the toggle button. In the text field, you can customize the name displayed for your hamburger menu. You can type anything you like, such as menu, or leave it blank, just like I did. Then there's alignment, where you can align the menu to the left, center, or right. I like the left alignment because it ensures a clean and organized look on the website. Now on to the fun part, the icon for Hamburger menu. You can select an icon from the icon library or upload an SVG. I am going with the classic hamburger icon, which remains a user-friendly favorite. You can also set the icon position either before or after, but for that we need to have a text. So let me type a text. Let's go with the menu. Now set the icon before the text like this or after the text. Next, adjust the space between the icon and text by using the icon space slide bar, or type the value in the digit box to adjust it, like 10, 20, 15. Next up is the close button, which appears in the top right corner of the menu. Just like before, you can select an icon from the icon library or upload an SVG. I am sticking with the default icon for this one too. The content tab is completed. Moving forward to the style tab. In the style tab, we've got general, toggle and close button sections waiting to be styled. Let's dive in and style each step by step. Here in the width section, you can adjust the menu slide width using the slide bar. If you have a specific width in mind, simply type into the value box like 300 or 400 and adjust as needed. Easy, right? Let's try something around 350. Nice. If you like to have a colored menu background display, then select from this background type. You can either have a classic or gradient. Let's try the solid color. Select a color from this color option. Black looks nice. Oh, but the social icons and heading isn't visible since they are also black. Let's change their colors. Changing it to white. It will be visible in the menu. Don't worry. And publish. Perfect. Now let's try out the gradient. Selecting color word. And now second color. You can adjust the location using these slide bars. You can also select the gradient type, linear or radial. With linear, you can set the angle here. And with radial, the gradient is at the center and you can adjust its position. If you don't like the gradient background, you can simply remove it. This tool lets us style however we want. Pretty cool, right? Oh, and don't forget, you can also set an image background where you can either upload from your computers or from the media library. You can also insert a URL of the image if you want to select directly from the web. I'm selecting from the media library. Adjust the image resolution here. Select the resolution that suits your needs. Next, its position. There are multiple options for the position. There is center left, top left, bottom center. A lot of options to play around. Then there is attachment. You can select between scroll, where the image scrolls with the mouse, or fixed, where the image remains fixed. Next is the repeat option. If you don't want the image to repeat, select no repeat, or if you want to, then select repeat. For horizontal repeat, select x-axis, and for vertically, select y. Finally, we have the display size of the image. You can select how you want your image to be displayed. There are multiple options available, so select what fits right for you. I don't want the image background, sticking with the classic black color. The next cool feature is overlay. It paints the screen with color while keeping the menu clear. This feature lets user focus on menu details while blurring everything else. For extra clarity, transparent colors are the key. So selecting black with some transparency. Cool. The next thing we have is the box shadow. It's like adding a touch of magic to your elements, making them super stylish. Select the shadow color from here. And then play around with the horizontal and vertical directions to get it just right. Want to control the blur? It's easy. Adjust the blur value. And don't forget about the spread. You can adjust that too. Oh, and for a really cool effect, try this inset for a shadow inside the edges or outline for it on the outer edges in the position option. Now let's talk about border type. You don't need to run to a designer or spend loads of time and money on borders. This tool has got you covered. Select different border styles from the drop-down menu with ease. Adjust the thickness of the border using the border width option. You can even unlink it and adjust each side separately. And of course, you can change the border color to match your style. Next comes the border radius. Adding border radius gives your border a softer look and adds a stylish touch. Want rounded edges? Just type in values like 20 or 30. For softer edges, go with 5 or 10. You can even customize the sizes differently by unlinking it from here. This tool gives you full freedom and it's super easy. I don't need the border, so selecting default. Next is padding. Padding is a space between the content and the border. You can increase or decrease it from here, or link it and adjust separately. I only need the padding for the top, so adding 50, 60, increasing up to 63. Cool. The general section is all set. Moving forward to the toggle button. Adjust the width of the toggle from this width option. 50, no, 100, no, 120, alright. 120 looks alright with the text, but I won't be using the text later on, so 50 will be alright. But let's stick with 120 for now. Then we have typography. Let's play with it. First up, font family. Take your pick from the multiple options available. Now let's size up the toggle button text. Adjust the size using the space slide bar or simply type in the size. Moving on to the weight, we have got different options like 100, 200, 400, bold. Now let's talk about transform. We've got uppercase where all the letters are capital, lowercase opposite of uppercase, capitalize in which only the first letter is capital. You can also style the text with normal, italic, oblique. Onto decoration, select from underline, overline or line through. It's totally up to you. Then we have line height. Adjust the height of the lines to your liking. Next up, letter spacing. Adjust the space between the letters. Then word spacing. It won't work here since there is only one word. It needs more than one word to adjust the spacing between them. The typography is done, so is the text styling. So deleting the text from the content tab. And now adjusting the width to 50. Perfect. And then we have the icon size where you can decide the size of the icon. 20. No, it's a bit small. 22. 24. Nice. Next is normal and hover options to play with. First, let's try the normal option. Here you can select the color for the toggles button icon. I'm liking the black color. You can also add a background color, either classic or gradient. Let's try the classic first. Black with full transparency. Cool. Now gradient. I'm sticking with the classic. Now let's experiment with the border option. You can add a border around the toggle button. Then comes the border width. Adjust the thickness of the border. Then select the color from this color option. Again, there is border radius. If you prefer square edges, type 1. For softer edges, go with 10. And for radial effect, add 20 or more to all sides. You do know now, right? Then comes the box shadow for the toggle button. Select the color. Adjust the directions. Blur value, spread value. Then the position. I'm keeping it at default. Then is the padding. Adjust it from here. Lastly, the margins for the button from here. Now on to the hover option. Content color. Then the background color. Let's go with the classic. Now the border color. Let's see its magic. Changing the border color a bit. Now let's see. Okay, this looks cool. Now for a bit of fun, let's explore the hover animations. You can select 2D and then select an animation from here. It will apply to the entire button. If you only want the background animation, then select the background and choose an animation from here. It will only apply to the background. Then there is the unique option where you can select from these unique options. I like the background animation and selecting shutter out vertical. I'm selecting default in the border type. The toggle button is all styled up. Now let's have some fun with the close button. First, let's play with the icon size. You can make the close button icon bigger or smaller with the icon size option. Let's try the same 24 for the close button as well. Adjust the icon background size with the background size option. I'm keeping it at 20. No, increasing it to 28 pixels it is. We have the two modes, normal and hover for the close button. Let's dive into the normal mode first. Pick a color for the close button using this color option. White color it is. Then for a colorful background, select from this background type option, solid or gradient. Let's try the solid first. Selecting the classic black color. Next, the border type. Select the border for the close button. Selecting default. Next is the box shadow, keeping it at default. You're familiar with border radius. Adjust the margins to fit the close button just right. I only need the margins at the top, so adding 20. No, 35. No, it's a bit much, so lowering the value to 32. Nice. Now let's switch to the hover mode. Select the color, black, background color, white. These colors will appear when we hover the mouse over it. In the border color, black. Let's see. Cool. Now let's try the gradient. No. Solid it is. And that's it, you are done. Let's have a look. Wow, we've done a pretty good job.